years ago, when I was still getting bored in class, I would be sitting there in history class while the teacher is explaining something. I'm just sitting and being very bored. Like, yeah, I could be studying the material, I could be listening, but it's just so boring. I can't stand it. The clock is moving so slowly. I can't stand it. If you regularly find yourself being in such a situation, always being bored, sitting in your chair, like having nothing to do, fidgeting, just being absolutely bored because that's how school is, just boring, I can help you with that. I've got a few tips for you to be less bored in class and also to be more productive, save time, get better grades, all of that good stuff. So let's get into it. And the first step or thing you can implement is to always be doing something. Now this may sound like, yeah, obviously do something all the time, but this doesn't include listening to the teacher. Like, yeah, if your teacher is explaining something very important, then yeah, listen up. But otherwise, you should always just study the material by yourself. I've made an entire video about that. But in short, if you find yourself learning a material faster, like you have a sick day and you don't need to go to school, but you still have to learn the material, and you find yourself that you can literally just learn the material in 10 minutes while the teacher is explaining it in like almost an hour. If you find that to be the case for you, then actually just studying and completely ignoring the teacher is actually more time efficient and effective. And that's how you can improve your grades and save time. That's a tactic I actually use. I just completely ignore the teacher and just study by myself as if I was at home, but I'm in school because I just have to be there. Now again, if your teacher is explaining something very important, then yeah, listen up, because teachers are there to teach and they are very good at it because they have been teaching for like many years, okay? But otherwise, if they are just sitting there or not doing anything important, study by yourself. So if you always study or you listen to something very important, that by itself will just make the time fly by because you're always focusing on something. You're always being productive, you're always working towards something. You're not just sitting there idle doing nothing, you're actually doing something. So the next thing you can do is to never look at the clock. This is something that everyone does when they are bored. They just look up at the clock. When will it move, bro? When you always see what time it is, time bro, I don't know how to say it, automatically moves slower. Because you are always updated. Okay, now it's 9:47. Okay, and it's now 9:48, 9:49. Like, time just moves slowly when you always are updated on what time it is. So just follow the rule that I gave out earlier. Always be doing something important, like listening to the teacher or just studying the material. Another thing you can do is to always be immersed in what you are doing. Now this is literally what I just said, study or listen, but you should be immersed, you should be completely focused on whatever you are doing, either studying or listening to the teacher. So if you are studying, you should completely immerse yourself in studying and just ignore completely everything else. The teacher, your classmates, everyone, just completely focus on that thing you are studying. And if you are interested in just completely focusing on studying and improving your grades, being more effective, saving time, all of that good stuff, I will link that video in the end screen so you can go find it. And if I forget, then you can just go and search on my channel titled called a very good a productivity tactic that will improve your grades, something like that. So yeah, you can go and watch that video right now. It will be here, down here, when the end screen will come and the dark will come and I will disappear. So yeah, you can go and watch that video to be more productive, to save time, to get better grades, all of that good stuff. So yeah, go watch that video now and maximize your potential.